Oh yeah, we got to start the podcast.
Exactly, your hair tight. I learned that my hair is dry, and that is why I love their hair mask. This is just really helps restore the hydration and also fights the frizz, which I suffer from, and really strengthens my strands. Wash your way to healthy hair and get a hair routine that's made just for you. By way, go to TheWay, TheOuai.com and use promo code JUICY for 15% off any product. That's TheWay, TheUai.com, code JUICY. Here's to my parents. We are in full mode now. School is back. We've got to do meal planning, grocery shopping, and baking. It can be such a huge hassle. Hungry Root, however, makes it possible to spend less time doing all of that. Each order is fully customizable, so you can take your
commercials
and choose anything you want. They've got fresh produce, high quality meat, seafood, healthy snacks,
What's a rinse this?
ready to go meals, kids snacks, and vitamin supplements, so much more. Everything.
Hey everybody, I'm just meal prepping and listening to a podcast. Today we are making brown rice, chicken,
Heather McDonald,
broccoli, cauliflower, and shiitake mushrooms. So the same thing I make every week.
HungryRoot.com/JuicyScoop. Get 40% off your first delivery and get your free veggies. That's HungryRoot.com/JuicyScoop. Don't forget to use our link so they know we sent you.
Heather McDonald has got the juicy scoop. When you're on the road, when you're on the go, juicy scoop.
I've actually never listened to this podcast before. This is the Heather McDonald podcast, but I did go to her comedy show like 3 months ago, and I got to meet her too. It's an interesting intro.
Hello and welcome to Juicy Scoop. I have the original.
This week
the
we're
favorite,
learning all about P.
former
Diddy.
model turned comedian, father, funny man, leather jacket wearing, Chris Frangiola. Welcome back to Juicy Scoop.
Thank
I
you.
love you.
Thank you. I like wearing this.
Have you guys ever listened to this podcast before?
Like the guy who does all the weird noses on E. What's his name?
Terry.
Yeah.
Or Terry. He's more of a boob man, but
Yeah.
sure.
Well, whatever. People say.
I don't think so.
Okay, good. Thank
I
you.
was saying your glasses look like the lead in The Perfect Couple on Netflix, which I've talked about. Liv Schreiber. I
Yeah,
would say his name.
Schreiber, yeah.
Schreiber.
Schreiber, yeah.
Anyway, he has a similar look to you.
Okay,
but
I'm making
similar age.
chicken, by the
He has
way.
these clear
Hey,
glasses
do you
Okay.
and a little
meditate?
scruff, a little gray
I do
scruff.
meditate.
Yeah,
I meditate
So,
almost
yeah,
every
you look
day.
like a rich Nantucket
if not more
guy
than
who
once a
was
day.
having an affair.
I'm trying
Do
to
you
toughen it
meditate?
up a little bit because
Drifter?
I go clean shaven now, and I'm starting to look. You know, at the
I'm
age
baking
where I
chicken
can
thighs
easily
this
slip into
week.
old lesbian.
Yes.
I'm gonna
So
season
now you wanna
them
have facial
with.
hair.
Yeah,
I actually
not
don't
to
know
be
what I'm gonna
mistaken.
season them with because I don't know
Yeah,
what's in the
yeah, so
cabinet.
that's kind of what I'm going for. Whether it's
I'll tell you,
six
I'll tell you something else about
Okay.
white whiskers that are freaking me out.
Oh, no.
And only a small portion
I'm
of
listening
my
to
audience
this
will understand.
podcast, The
About 12
Juicy
years
Scoop,
ago,
because
Caroline,
she knows
Manzo
everything
Real
about
Housewives of New
Hollywood.
Jersey, sat on
And,
reunion. I have such good skin because
She'll
I
know
shave
everything
my
about
face.
P. Diddy, and that's what she's going to talk about today.
And then one time, Callie Dodd said to Shannon Medore on a trip from an Ireland bus, "Shave your fucking face!" And everyone's like, "Oh my God."
Heather McDonald
We
is
have peach
hilarious.
fuzz,
I saw
and
her
everybody always
maybe
thought if you
3 months
shaved
ago
your face,
here
it would
in
grow back like
Florida,
Wolverine.
Yeah, that was
and
And then all of
I
a
got to
sudden,
meet her before the
there's
show
tools that
because
you
my
know
friend
you
is
can
actually
shave your
friends with
face
her.
And like, it just takes all the dead skin off. It's super satisfying. There's no peach fuzz in a photo or anything.
I don't know if you guys can see,
Oh, really? Yeah.
She was
but
It's blonde.
look at
You
all
know,
this
sometimes I
chicken
see
in
it,
this
and
bowl.
once you start doing it, so I started doing it, and I can't even believe what I've missed out on the joy.
Then I like to
okay?
put some olive oil
And
on it.
I make I say to my sister, come over to my house in La Quinta, the sun's just right.
Yes.
I'm ready to do it. And there is this product that's come out, okay, that is like, it's
And then you
called a
kind of
hair
like
identifier.
miss,
And it's all
or
over
like,
TikTok, all over
move
TikTok.
that
And
oil
you
around
spray
the
it on your face,
chicken.
And
know
you
how to
look
do it.
like Papa Smurf. You look like
It's
that.
blue?
No,
Oh.
it's white, so it shows up where all the
Ugh,
little.
I really don't
tiny
like
hairs
touching
around
chicken,
your
but
face
it is what it is.
Oh.
I like wash my hands like
Okay.
88 times.
And then you take this tiny comb and you go, and just hair, and it just comes off, and it's like,
Okay.
visually it's amazing, but now when I see white scruffle like that, that's all I can think of.
Okay, well, I'm glad to bring back pleasant memories.
But you were telling me these cute glasses, you felt maybe this might be the last day you could wear them because of where you purchased them from?
Yeah, well, I go to a place called America's Best Optometry. Maybe you've heard of it.
No, but it sounds like it's the best.
Well, it is for me. And they have a line, I believe it's gone, but I got these a couple months
Oh.
ago. These are from the Sean John collection.
Oh.
And I'm embarrassed to say.
Sean
they're from-
Puffy, P. Diddy.
Yeah, they're from the Sean John.
Uh-oh, they're
Do you
talking
know his
about
final
it.
name before his latest arrest, which we're obviously getting into? I have pages
I'm
and
just
pages on it.
gonna season
He
the
switched it to
chicken
low.
with some
That was the last
Himalayan
interview
sea
he had
salt.
on with Ellen DeGeneres. He said, "My new name is Love because it's all about love," and he has love tattooed on the side of his body.
Oh,
That's his
that one didn't catch on.
No, it didn't catch on.
Yeah.
Because they're still just
Yeah.
people are still saying Diddy, but he tried to.
Oh,
to
and then
rebrand
my
for the
secret
fifth
weapon is
time
cinnamon,
with
by the
love,
way.
knowing that
Right.
these
I'm like listening to this
accusations-
podcast
These are
and then I'm
from
forgetting
Sean
I'm
I
on
don't-
John. This is his
live.
real name.
And I
think.
don't think anybody's going to be making any more Sean John
I
merch.
think they actually, America's Best has discontinued the Sean John collection. Now they've moved on to. this
Oh,
Randy
and then I do a little
Jackson
bit of
collection.
pepper,
This is
black
not
pepper, and then
It's a cheapo cut. So now I have to
some
go to Randy Jackson.
red
I don't think
pepper
he's done
flakes.
anything. And then really Bobby Brown has decided to jump into the
Oh, the little
eyewear.
girl?
Yeah, the eyewear.
I just got back
game.
from the
She's
gym
got a
not too long
collection
ago.
of-
Wasn't she dating Drake when she was
And
12?
She married John Bon Jovi's son.
Oh, okay. Drake
Free
was
Diddy.
just
They're
giving her
eating the
advice.
dogs,
As
they're
a
eating the
30-year-old
cats.
does.
Oh my
Very
god.
nice.
So funny. I just made this really funny video of my friend because I was like, we were doing a photo shoot late at night and she was holding this dog and I was like, lick the dog.
People are going crazy.
But they're getting
And she licked the dog.
I know.
And I thought it was this
doing
hilarious
stand
video.
up, having fun at
Some of my favorite cities. by the way.
I know, because you're an East Coast cutie.
Yeah.
Okay, Ridgefield, Connecticut, October 5th, Chris and I. Boston, the Wilbur, world's famous Wilbur on Saturday the 6th. Or is that Sunday? No, that's Saturday the 6th. Boston, Wilbur. And then Minneapolis on October 13th. And then Chicago at the Vic Theater. That
Okay.
one's almost sold out.
Oh, that makes sense.
So we're preheating that air fryer for our chicken, and now we've got the rice cookies, so now we start on the
as I see a photo
vegetables.
of me on stage. I don't hate what I look like in a meet and greet photo. I hate when someone's like, "You were so funny last night," and it's just like,
Oh, I know.
and it's just like,
It's
I was like,
like
and I was like, what? What was that outfit? Like, I thought it was good. Trust me, people, I'm waiting for the day that I'm like 100% sold. I love this outfit,
Yeah.
and it hasn't happened.
Well, a lot of times I feel like the last couple
Now
of
we are
cities
going
have
to
gone lost
boil
in
some
some
broccoli,
places got made,
cauliflower,
and
and
then you just have to
mushrooms.
wear something that you bought at like some gift shop or something.
There's been some close calls. There's been some ones that were like I had this this hot pink Alice and Olivia short set that I absolutely love. That is one that I love. And then I went and I bought a version of it, but it wasn't totally the same version, and it's orange. And I'm putting out some clips because I like the comedy from that set, but I don't like the outfit. And I'm like, Heather, you're not a fashion model. The
Yeah.
comedy is still good. But I know people are gonna be like, what the fuck is that outfit? Some people are like, I like it, and some people are like, what is
Right.
this tangerine weird thing you're wearing? And I don't know what to tell you guys.
Isn't it funny that like this is for? I mean, more people comment on your looks.
Set
than
that
anything
up.
else.
I know, and I'm always
I always
like, I'm
wash
not
all my
trying to be a
vegetables.
model,
Yeah.
guys. Don't get so
Are you
angry about
Turkish?
it.
I am
Okay,
not
let's-
Turkish, but I
He
love
did, you guys,
Turkish
there is
food.
so much, and I feel like everyone must know every detail because I was consumed with it yesterday, but you may not. So he was arrested on so many charges I can't even get into. AR-15s were found. They did a bust, drugs, 1,000 bottles of lube.
Now this is in the
4
Miami house. What house? What house are they finding all
Well,
this?
he was arrested in New York.
This is
He
serious
was
stuff.
at Central Park just hours before, enjoying a sunny day.
I saw that. I saw a video.
He is now being held without bail. His attorney is saying that that's ridiculous. He's such a stand-up guy. he knew this was gonna happen.
Right.
And he did everything to assure that you should let him out. He paid off his mortgage, he's trying to sell his jet, but he hasn't, so you shouldn't be scared that he's gonna disappear.
Right.
Like, I don't know why you guys are worried, why wouldn't you let him out? It's not like he's like, has been super powerful in paying off people and doing horrible things for 25 years. I don't know why you wouldn't, let him out, but they're not. He is staying there
No
until the trial or whatever, until the next year.
Brooklyn jail, which they say is a pretty hardcore jail. I read this morning.
Well, he did another thing. He said, please let me out, okay? And I promise that when I go back to my Miami home in Star Island, next door to Rosie O'Donnell, I promise I won't have any female visitors. And I'll let you guys see the log of everybody that comes to my house, and I promise I won't have any females. So can I go home to Star Island or wherever he is? And they said, no.
Yeah.
So he's still staying there. Speaking of Rosie O'Donnell, I saw her talk about on TikTok.
About P. Diddy?
Yeah.
What she said? Are they neighbors?
They are neighbors.
Yeah.
And she said years ago, or at one time they were neighbors on Star Island. So I don't
Shoot.
even know if his house is still in Star Island.
She's not there. She was.
Okay, well, when she was at Star Island, he was having a New Year's Eve party. And he invited her family, whoever she was married to at the time, the kids, whatever. And they went over in sweats. And the guard would not let them in. They said it's a white party. You have to wear white.
Yeah.
And I kind of believe he started the whole white party thing.
He did. Yeah.
And that's why we had a white party in like in movie White Chicks, and it was like him having these very big white parties in the Hamptons, Paris Hilton, all that stuff. I don't think these were freak offs. I think he had fun, Hollywood, showy parties, and then he had these freak offs that we'll get into. But she said so.
Freak offs.
And the guard turned them away, and then he felt so badly that the next day he said, I rented out the movie theater in our town, and you and your kids and everybody can see whatever movie you want. I feel so badly. So she had one of those stories that like,
she was turned away.
yeah, so she had one of those stories like the nicest guy in the world. So she said, I wouldn't have ever believed it, that he was also a rapist, just like I wouldn't have believed it about Harvey Weinstein, because I'd be like, how is this guy like at the Oscars making movies happening and then just like raping on the side? Like, how does this happen? And it's like, well, the reason is because Hollywood is corrupt and they shut their fucking faces and they don't talk because he will ruin your life or take your life.
Sorry, I'm not talking much, guys. Is this your reminder to drink some water? Oh. I'll turn the water off. I was washing the vegetables.
Maybe he was like, I'll have no women but Rosie come visit me.
Yeah.
I mean, this is so many things. I mean, there's so many things, we'll just get into it. But really what it comes down to,
I'm really interested in this whole P. Diddy thing with Heather McDonald right now.
Because he filmed.
Can you guys hear the podcast, by the way?
Freak-offs were parties in which he would have some professional, like sex workers come.
Said male prostitutes would come over. This is what I read.
Yes.
Male prostitutes would come over and fuck women, and he would masturbate or film it or whatever.
That was one part of it.
Okay.
So basically, it's like he had his own live action porn.
Yeah.
Instead of watching it on his flat screen, he basically wanted live action porn that he could participate in.
Right.
It's like dinner theater. I don't know. And so he would, and these people that he was, the trafficking thing is that they would go over state lines and everything. He'd get them at the place.
Right.
And the people that were working for him would have to wear like little fanny packs with all different kinds of drugs and baby oil and things for the party, just in case someone needed it, in case they were starting to wake up,
So
whatever.
these are handlers of his?
Staff, whatever.
Staff.
So they would have it all, ready to go. If they were doing it at a hotel, they would go in before, make sure that there's good lighting, that there's plenty of the lube, there's plenty of this, there's plenty of that, plenty of drugs, and then after the freak off, they would go back in and assess the damage and pay whatever damage happened. And in one hotel room, it was $46,000.
Whoa.
So I don't know what
What
they
kind
were
of
doing
damage?
to destroy furniture or whatnot, or throwing people in walls.
Probably
while
all the
they were,
baby
like,
oil.
having sex or raping them.
Jeez.
And a lot of jizz probably on the
All over
all the
everything.
I'm sure
Everywhere.
carpets and
Yeah.
things had to be
You gotta get
replaced.
that
The thing is that I've really gathered is what I always suspected of Epstein is that he filmed it and got damaging video evidence of people that he wanted
If you guys
to
have any
control,
questions,
men
put them in the
and
chat.
women in
Unless
the
you're just
music
listening
industry,
along with
so
me.
that they would forever either stay with his label or go, go do whatever he said. So there were men that have sued and come forward and said, like, I went over there and he was saying, like, if you want to make it in this business, this is what you have to do. And sometimes it was like they were coerced with drugs and whatnot. But sometimes they woke up the next day and felt pain down there, and he would say, oh, I had you last night, and here's a video of it. So here's a video of us having sex, or here's a video of this.
Diddy?
Yeah.
Just having
Here's
sex
a
with-
video of this person having sex with you, or
Yeah.
And so, like, here it is.
So
So
they're
I hope you cooperate with everything I ask for you for the next 30
Really?
years or whatever. And sometimes I'm sure sometimes maybe it was okay, I want to do this, but it was the blackmail in the video and everything that helped control people. And then of course there were women that he would meet. This other beautiful blonde girl I met, I saw her story. There's just so many stories. So I just listen, people. There's so much, and like, don't get on me on the facts. Just enjoy that I'm giving you what could take 10 years to go through this, because it went on for 25 years. But there was this other really beautiful model who said, she met him, and of course he's charming, he's rich, he's powerful. I'm going to make you my girlfriend, and your life's going to change.
Right.
And then how it's going to change is I'm basically going to, abuse you, manipulate you, probably get you addicted to drugs, and then force you to, do things and have sex with people, and I sit back and watch it.
Right.
Now you're showing
Okay.
yourself and cut off.
Where are you guys from, by the way?
Or if you are in the industry, you feel like.
Where's
Like
everyone
Cassie.
tuning in from?
Right.
I'm
Like, I
tuning
was
in
looking
from
into the
Florida.
Cassie thing.
I don't know if
That
you've
was
heard
the
of
one
it.
That you see the video
Doesn't
of
really
him
have a good rep.
beating her up in
See
the
that,
lobby of a hotel.
so she sued, he denied it, then all of a sudden he settled, like, here's $30 million.
Right.
And we're like, okay, well, there's a lot out there. Then somehow, and I looked this up, but I don't know how, somehow months later, CNN got that video.
Yeah.
I don't know how they got it, but there's evidence now that he tried to pay off people at the hotel that this video never be seen.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So the video is, to remind you guys, it's him holding a towel around his waist. Looks like she's trying to leave, go down the elevator. He grabs her. She's got like a little duffel bag and maybe a purse. Throws her down, kicks her. She's so defeated. It's clearly not the first time she's been abused. And we see this video. What I just read or heard, the defense of that.
I think there's too much
now,
chicken in there.
His defense is saying,
That's kind of indefensible, though. It's not.
well, this is
Yeah.
the story that they're now saying.
Right.
They were a couple.
Mm-hmm.
He was a cheater. She got very upset. She
Right.
went through his phone, saw that he had all these other girlfriends. She took all of his clothes in that duffel bag
Oh.
and was leaving. And
What?
he was stopping her, hence why he only had a towel on, to get that bag of his clothes back. There's a little misunderstanding
Sure.
between a loving couple.
Now that you say it like that, it makes sense. So let it kick then. Just get that.
Well, he wasn't proud of that moment.
Right.
But it wasn't what he,
Just for the clothes.
but anyway, he was such a good guy, he decided to give her $30 million.
Yeah.
The other defense of his is, the reason he gave her $30 million is because she said, I'm gonna write a book, if you don't.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know what, you don't need to type.
Uh-huh.
Here's $30 million, go live your life with the guy that I introduced you to. So his camp is also saying that whoever she ended up falling in love with, who I think she still might be with, whoever she is, was a personal trainer that he was nice enough to introduce her to.
Oh.
So here, you poached my trainer, you married him,
Okay.
you should thank me, give a beautiful life, and here's like 30 grand now,
Right.
Well, then of course, all these other people came out. There's this other guy that just last week, he was awarded like a huge amount of money, but he's currently in jail. He was a victim of P. Diddy.
Yeah.
And he made a lawsuit, and the judge said, yeah, I believe you. And he was one of the people that said, like, I was used, I was abused, I woke up, this happened,
Yeah.
And he currently is in prison for very bad crimes too.
Yeah. So what happens now? He goes on trial.
So it goes on trial, and all these things,
What?
in the history. Let me just tell
What
you
goes on with like freak out parties? What happens? What's it called?
the freak off.
Freak off.
It's a freak off. If you're at I guess
Freak
the
off
DA
party?
in New York
Yeah.
explaining,
Yeah.
we have videos of the freak offs.
That's
And
always
I mean,
Oh,
just
thank you.
calling it the freak off, and that's what they
Appreciate
call it.
that.
They call it,
And I know like a Wolf Blitzer has a record on it, that stuff too. And then it's a freak off.
it's a freak off, and it's like every word now that sound like I gotta match my freak. You're just like, I feel like freak might be the new word that we don't want to say anymore when it comes
Really?
to like sexual stuff because it might bring back what.
Hey,
Obviously,
Google.
people are very disturbed
Set a
by
timer
thousands
for,
of bottles of lube.
That's what I keep hearing.
And yeah,
8
I
minutes.
think he did buy in bulk.
For 8 minutes.
Whatever, he's probably a member of Costco or Sam's Club.
Yeah.
However, yeah, that tells me that nobody was prepared to have any kind of
Right.
consensual sex,
Mhm.
and the lube was extremely important as
My
they were just
my
passed
parents
out.
buy in bulk because, well, I'm not saying no, ketchup. They have a lot of ketchup. Then they're getting up
Where are you
there,
guys
I
tuning
don't-
in from?
I want to be honest with you. I don't
Oh,
think, you're not
Michael,
gonna make it
nice
through the
chest.
ketchup.
Thank you.
My
This is
parents
another
had
reminder
a
to
thing
drink
with
some
pepperoni,
water.
and they did not
Okay.
make it. I think
Here's
I
my water.
inherited it. I think I still have it because it was yeah. I think I
It's
still
nice.
have the paprika.
Yeah.
My mom always liked it on salmon.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I don't know
Okay.
why, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Sounds a little freaky. If you can still say such things.
This is a big talk
Yeah.
hit,
But now what I
but
read,
Yes.
what do you mean
I
pitch?
read
Nobody's
that there's
talking
like
about
these,
World
women,
War
like,
III
maybe famous
going
or
to
singers
jump
that are
off
trying out for-
globally
Because there's
with
another
the
band who's all
escalation
females. I remember
of the
years
Middle
ago he was on
East
Chelsea Lane
and
with a-
Eastern
with a
European.
band. Remember he
This
came
is
over-
serious. What's going on?
It was very late.
Yeah.
I wish I could tell you what is going on,
Freak
and I
off.
wish there was more peace in the world.
Yeah.
But
But anyway,
you
he
just
had
have to
like
be
a
the
female
peace that you
band
wanna
or
see.
whatever.
Yes, Danity came
Yes.
in 2008.
That's what it was.
So he had a show on MTV, making of the band. He first did it with a boy band, and I watched something last night that's on Hulu from the Impact Theory series, which I've been on a couple of those documentaries. And it was probably done 6 months ago, but it popped up, so I rewatched it, where I was like, oh my god, I didn't even realize this was going on. So there was one guy from that was interviewed, which again, he's some white guy, won it, had one album with him.
Yeah.
He didn't have anything bad to say, okay? Well, Aubrey O'Day was part of this Danity camp, and she has been like sounding the whistle of what an awful person he is for years, and everybody was like, oh, shut up, you know? So, in the stuff I came across, somebody is now saying that, and all this is like alleged, whatever. There's so much information coming at me, I'm just like gonna tell you what everything I've seen and heard, and you can take it for what you want. That someone said his thing was to, if they didn't work out as a band, he'd get them addicted to drugs, and then use them as part of his freak
Yeah,
off.
that's what I heard.
Yeah, he would get girls addicted to drugs and stuff, and some girls and boys are allegedly under 18 and some were not.
Right.
But it was really the coercion of being under drugs and also manipulation and also do this and I'll help your career.
Yeah.
And then having it happen and feeling like, well, now this is out there hanging over my head, so I better cooperate with everything else that's asked of me.
Wow.
And really, really horrible. Oh, here it says, in docs obtained by TMZ, Diddy's legal team says if he's released on bail, the security company that keeps a log of all visitors to his Miami Beach home will hand over those logs to the government lightly in order to be fully transparent about who Diddy is contacting. They also say Diddy will limit all visitors to family, property caretakers, and friends who are not co-conspirators in the federal indictment. Well, that's probably not many people left in his circle. This is a show I did in 1998 called Lyricist Lounge. Tracy Ellis Ross, it was Claude Brooks produced it. It was on MTV. These are some famous people. They were all like rappers that wrote lyrics and stuff. And I remember so it was, and Snoop Dogg made an appearance. All these people, and I remember they wrote a song and like a rap, and they're like, and we're gonna, and da da da, and I'm the gay rapper, and I was like, wait, what's that? And they're like, oh, you know, there's like this secret thing about among rappers, like who are the gay rappers? Because at that time nobody was out, nobody. So I was like, oh, so I think from way back then, there was a lot of DL stuff, you know, on the down low and everything, and it just makes sense that P. Diddy was part of that, and obviously he has, you know, sex with men and women, and, you know, God forbid it sounds like some of them are not of age.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I remember that. You guys know I'm all about my hair, but it needs help just like everybody else's, and that's what I love about Way. My hair needs extra moisture, it needs extra volume, and their shampoos and conditioners are made to deliver exactly what is right for me, but also what is right for your hair type as well. Whether you have fine, medium, or thick hair, Way has got you. Maybe you need to start your week with a detox. I absolutely love detox shampoo because it deeply cleanses away the buildup, which I get a lot of, from styling products, oil, impurities, and more, and it leaves my hair feeling refreshed and super clean. If you want that soft, shiny hair, who doesn't? Way's got you. With their Way's Conditioning Hair Mask, oh my god, this is the best for fine to medium and thick hair types. Instantly restores hydration, fights the frizz, and strengthens the strands. I absolutely love this product. You want to turn up the volume of fine hair shampoo and conditioner when you stress that in your locks a luxurious look. Wash your way to healthy hair and get a hair routine that's made just for you. By Way, go to theway.com and promo code JUICY for 15% off any product. That's The Way, THEOUAI.com. Code JUICY. Okay, Juicy Scoopers, if you are a parent, you know this time of year is quite overwhelming. And
let's see what you guys are
driving
saying.
your kids everywhere,
Nothing.
making
No one's
sure
saying
the homework's
anything
done,
tonight.
you also gotta do the meal planning, the grocery
Crazy.
shopping, and the cooking.
Oh, I know what I
It
can
can be
do.
a huge hassle. Well, Hungry Root is the easiest way to do that and stay healthy. They send you fresh, high-quality groceries, simple, delicious recipes.
What do you guys want to know? You
and
can ask
essential
me
supplements. It's
anything.
like having
How I
simple
came up
meals,
with this
all the planning
recipe.
and the shopping. So you don't even have to think about it, which I love. Hungry Root
Why
gets
I
to know your
cook it.
personal health goals, dietary restrictions, favorite foods, how much time you want to spend cooking, and more. And they build you a personalized cart with your grocery needs for the week, including easy only four ingredient recipes to put those groceries to use. I absolutely love them.
Hey, Google.
I got veggies,
How much time is
I
left
got
on the
some
timer?
chicken, I was able to make some easy meals, I had my lettuce for my
1 minute
salad.
left on the timer.
It came, I got it, and I loved it. Right now, Hungry Root is offering Juicy Scoopers with Heather McDonald 40% off your first delivery and free veggies for life. Just go to hungryroot.com/juicyscoop to get 40% off your first delivery and get your free veggies. That's hungryroot.com/juicyscoop. Don't forget to use our link so they know we sent you. This also came out. Radar Online allegedly put out this a few months ago, and this girl talked about Kadisha on a TikTok. Kim Porter's tell-all book. Now, Kim Porter was a beautiful actress, model that I don't know if they were ever married, but she's the mother of the twin girls that are now staying with her friend.
Yeah. How old are they?
They're like teenagers,
Oh.
like maybe close to graduating high school or around there. And then he has
Oh.
kids.
They're older.
Yeah.
Right.
And so she, unfortunately, at the age of 43 and being fit and gorgeous and healthy, got pneumonia.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, she died.
She did?
Yeah, just as this book
Yeah,
was
yeah.
about to be finished.
Okay.
So that was kind of interesting. And then when they found out she died, Corey, who is Kris Jenner's boyfriend, he was there
You said where?
when the police came. Just helping out.
Oh.
Just helping out.
Hey Google.
Interesting, right?
Turn off.
You know, I don't know how many people are dying of pneumonia these days.
Yeah.
I hope no one catches polio.
Right.
But interesting, and everyone has always thought there's something real suspicious about it. There's always something, people always thought he was involved in the Tupac murder.
Yeah.
And I still don't know if we've ever truly solved that, because whoever's saying that he did it, I don't know
Yeah.
if it's that person's guilt. So in her book, alleged book that she was writing, she tells about, you know, how he comes in and she's like, oh, you got me flowers, and he's like, these flowers are from this guy, and she's like, what? Like, he probably even bought the flowers just to be mad at her, physically abused her, all this right then, just freaks out, she's like, what's going on? And just, it's very similar to what was going on with the Cassie, where you're just in this situation of horribleness.
Right.
So there's that. This girl, Jaguar Wright, has been talking about P. Diddy and all the secrets and all the disgusting shit that he's done. She's been talking for like 3 years on different podcasts and
And
things.
who's she?
She is a songwriter that's been in that world, has won, like, has had a level of success in the business. And so I just heard a little interview she did. She's like so excited this is finally happening. She's been saying it. She wasn't accusing Jay-Z of being it, but I think there's a theory of like, there's other people that just don't want to now be associated with him. From J-Lo, who dated him.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, they want people to forget that they ever were part of his world. Jamie Foxx, Jay-Z. I'm not saying any of those people did anything wrong except know him as a person and hang out with them. But I mean, I think a lot of people are probably freaking out.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is, if we never got the videos, if we never found out who the Epstein people were,
Right.
are we going to find out who all these people were?
Maybe. Who knows? Yeah.
And then people would say that. Okay. Also, Wendy Williams always was saying.
I do remember that.
She was always saying, like, I remember she said, you know, yeah, it's hard for Cassie because I think she didn't mention Cassie in the story, but she was like, or she sort of alluded to it, but like, even if you try to leave and you're dating a powerful mogul like that in Hollywood, in the music industry, and you leave and you're at a hotel, you better believe he's going to find that hotel, he's going to land his helicopter on the roof, and someone's going to be knocking on your door, and it's going to be like, it's time to go.
Right.
Like, how do you really escape someone that has all that power? You know, it's just, but here were some of all the crimes that, here's this other part. This I thought was really interesting. Meet Sean Diddy. This is from New York Post. Manipulator and cheat. So this girl is being compared to the Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yes, right.
Her name is Christina Crowan. She's chief of staff at Combs Entertainment. She has been implicated in the sex trafficking investigation.
She recruits the people?
They said she's alleged to have played a significant role in facilitating and covering up illegal activities, including organizing the freak off. So she's like a party planner.
Yeah.
That involved sex workers and
planner.
yes,
Big difference.
involved sex workers and controlled substances. Despite these serious allegations, she has not been arrested, but the accusations highlight her deep involvement in the operations and her close relationship with Combs, who has pleaded not guilty. She's pleaded not guilty to all the stuff, to sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. And
Well, this
so
guy is
according
in
to
trouble,
it,
man.
They said he has said on an interview.
And then I drizzle a little olive oil on the vegetables and the sweet potato, the broccoli, and the cauliflower, and the mushroom.
Not very.
Yeah.
Olive oil is really good for you. This is from Brian Johnson's line.
But also, according to the Little Rod student, that was the guy that actually won, I think, his suit. She ordered sex workers and prostitutes for Diddy, and would also have to get baby oil, lubricant, extra linens, and lighting to prepare. So wanted some good lighting in like the
Extra
Saturday.
levels report. I think.
They found AR-15s, 3 of them, and then I was looking back, and at one point when he was accused, he was at a nightclub. That was one of the thing with J-Lo, and a shot went off and it shot this woman in the face.
Yeah.
And this other guy that was from Belize went to prison for like 9 years. He since has got out, lives in Belize, is like a politician there, and is all clean cut.
Oh, this is no salt, or
I
new
was
salt,
scapegoat.
but it's no salt.
But
it tastes just like salt.
Diddy, Sean Combs
What's it
Love,
made out of?
whatever. that shot him
Potassium
in the face.
chloride.
He got out of it.
That's okay
said,
to eat.
I've never owned a gun. I don't have a gun. You know, J-Lo was there. she, got out of that situation. But I remember this guy telling me that was like a manager at a big management company that absolutely existed. I went to the offices, and I don't know if he was trying to impress me or what, but he was like, "Oh yeah, I just did a meeting with Puff Daddy." It was Puff Daddy time.
Yeah.
It was like before 2000, and he's like about J-Lo, because J-Lo's gonna be the next biggest thing, and I'm like, who's? And that was when I was like, who's J-Lo? Like I didn't even know at the time. And he put down a gun on the table. He just told me that, and I was like, oh, that's kind of scary. But then I was like, maybe that's the way like music rappers do business. Like I didn't know. So he's always been having guns and threatening, and then seeing him say, oh, I don't even own a gun. Clearly, they found 3 AK-15 with the serial number straight off. They found that in the raid. 2 serial numbers and a drum magazine that was found in the raid.
A what? Oh,
Drum magazine were found in the raid.
Yeah.
Narcotics including ketamine and ecstasy were seized, which were reportedly used to maintain control over the victim. Also, there are rumors that there was also the GHB drug, Xanax, cocaine, and oxy also being found. Let me see what else was there. I went
There,
to
we went all in those drugs, honey.
So back in March of 24, the government agent said that's when he had the search in March of 24 of his homes in Miami and LA. They were looking into claims that he was involved. So it must have been from that search that they have built their whole case from, I'm assuming, what they found. And they have video evidence, of course, of the assault with Cassie in the hallway from 2016. But here's some of the other things that he got in trouble with.
In the past?
In the past. In 1991, Combs co-promoted an event that led to a deadly stampede. Then there was the Jake Roebling shooting in 1995, an incident linked to a feud between Combs and Suge Knight. The Steve Stouty attack in 1998, Combs assaulted Stouty over a music video dispute. Then there was the New York club shooting in 99. That is the one that I think I was talking about, with the girl shot in the face. Then there was the J. Cole scuffle in 2013, an alleged altercation at an MTV.
What else could I make?
Movie after party.
We got the
Then
rice,
there
we
was
got the
the
chicken
Drake
almost
incident
done.
in 2014.
Vegetables
Combs
are
allegedly
good.
punched Drake over music rights and Millie Brown. No, just kidding. No.
You mentioned anything about the glasses?
No, Drake didn't like his glasses from John.
Okay, I'm gonna
This
jump
one
off
is
here because my
favorite.
phone is about to
Because
die.
this really.
And
brings up all the
that
things
is Heather
that
McDonald's
really-
podcast.
In 2015, Combs had a
I'm
physical confrontation
making
with a
chicken.
UCLA coach.
Chicken
Who was
breast.
coaching
No,
his
I'm making
son.
chicken thighs,
He was
seasoned
that
with
dad.
Yeah,
salt
exactly.
and pepper
Why'd you like my son
and
better? Like, he even took
cinnamon.
it to like,
Yeah.
and
to
then
the
I'm making
dad
some brown
portion
rice
of his
as well,
life. Okay.
right over there.
Then there was a
And
Jane Doe lawsuit back in 91.
Also,
was one.
I've made
This
broccoli,
woman said
cauliflower,
she was,
and shiitake
allegedly
mushrooms.
drugged, raped, and filmed sexual
And I'm
assault.
listening to a
There was a
podcast.
second Jane Doe, same type
And
of
sweet
thing
potato.
from singer-songwriter.
But
Eric
I'm gonna
Hall.
jump off here
All the
because
singer-songwriter.
I've got to call
Then
my
there
mom,
was
and
a third Jane Doe lawsuit in
she'll
2003,
be mad at me if I do that on
claims of gang rape
on
at a
live.
studio.
So talk to you
I
guys
just
soon.
can't believe that all these things